Alright, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how my client, Danny Juarez, is making just as much as Andy Elliott when he freaking sold cars, right? So stick to this video, watch the entire thing from front to back, because I'm literally going to pull behind the entire freaking curtain on how we've done things to help Danny make so much money in car sales. It's freaking ridiculous. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys some quick proof, walk you guys through why I'm making this video, so on and so forth. All right, and let's jump straight into it. All right, cool. So as you guys can see from this specific video, I'm just going to give you guys some very upfront, honest stuff. I love Andy Elliott. Andy Elliott's an amazing guy. I don't want to throw any shade at him. He's an absolute beast. If you need sales training, that's for you. I work with people that are not beginners. I work with guys that are at least doing 5 to 10K a month in car sales and are looking to scale. But anyways, so specifically with Andy Elliott, I have met him personally. I have been to some of his seminars. His stuff is amazing. So don't make this a video about me throwing dirt towards his names. He's a G. If you need sales training, go his way. I'm going to plug him. And you can check out his shit. But if you are watching me, you should know Andy Elliott. But anyways, Andy Elliott made a video a few years ago, something like that. But, you know, he hasn't been in car sales for a little while now. But Andy Elliott, while he was selling cars, sold 63 cars in a single month. And as you guys can see from this little comment that he dropped down below, he made about $715,000 in a single year selling cars, which is fucking phenomenal, absolutely amazing. One of the top 1% in the industry, and like if you're doing results like that, it's freaking phenomenal. So the reason why I'm even bringing Andy Elliott up in this video is because my guy is making just as much money as him. And if you've watched Andy Elliott's stuff, I'm sure you've seen the results that he's gotten, and you're just like, holy shit, how does somebody do that? I'm going to show you fucking how. And it's a little bit different in the approach that we take, right? Because it's different in terms of what I've done specifically with Danny, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what we're doing. But just to show you guys the proofs in the pudding, I'm not bullshitting, right? So here's a pay stub that you guys have. And I even have a whole like 30-40 minute long interview on my YouTube channel that you guys can go check out. And go super in depth as to exactly what we did specifically. You guys can hear his experience in the program, how much he paid, and you know exactly the process that we took him through to really help him get to the level that we have, right? So in a single week here, as you guys can see, he sold he made $14,000, a little under, a smidge under 15,000, and that's in a single week. In the month of July in 2023. He made $60,000 fucking dollars. Okay, so like, just think about this for 1 second. All right, I want you guys to think about it. What's 60 times 12? Okay, if you can do quick math, it's $720,000. What did Andy Elliott say that he made in a single month or in a single year? Right, he made $715,000. So Danny, my client, is on pace and on track to be doing numbers. Just like Andy Elliott, and my goal is I'm going to, you know, help him become the #1 sales professional in Toyota. That guy's doing like 90 cars a month. But again, if you're in that echelon of the car sales industry, top 1%, top 1%, not even, almost top 1% in the whole fucking world. We're talking about the entire world. The top 1% in the entire world is, I believe, $825,000 a year, according to the some government, you know, stuff. You guys can look it up on Google. But anyways, on top of that, here's even more proof. Danny, right there at the freaking top, this is right before the end of the month, 59 cars in July 2023. He works at Dell Toyota. You guys can check him out. He is an amazing, beautiful soul. He's the right fit, the exact type of person that we're working with. Not people that are scared to, #1, invest in themselves. #2, they see themselves as a business. #3, they've gotten past the fact that, you know, they're stuck, right? And that their sales skills are not going to just magically save them, okay? Andy Elliott's great, but I do marketing stuff. So if you want marketing stuff, this is why you're here. But anyways, this stuff right here, again, like, look at the freaking board. He's not even on it. Like, the screen doesn't even capture how many cars that he has. He's smoking everybody by literally double. Like, the second next guy that's even remotely close to him is double. He's making up like over 50% of the fucking sales that are going on at his store. It's absolutely and utterly ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, he's definitely well on his way to actually be, you know, one of the top, if not the top, with the exact system that I'm going to show you, that we've helped him plug in and go ahead and rock and roll with, because it's absolutely fucking insane. But anyways, guys, here it is over here, right? This is the beautiful, lovely system that I've been talking to you guys about that has helped him scale up to 61 cars in a single month, okay? So let me just kind of give you guys a high-level overview of why this system is so powerful. So if you guys look at this system, it's like an hourglass, right? This is how you should be viewing your business as a car sales professional, and how it's really supposed to be designed in order to, number one, handle that type of volume, and number two, be able to scale that type of volume. Okay, you're going to need a couple pieces in place, and this is everything that we've helped them from A to Z to go from 25K in a single month all the way up to 60K. It's fucking nuts. But anyways, what you guys want to do is, what happens is, because most salesmen are relying on their dealership, they have no way to actually build a business. But the business is broken up into the front end acquisition system, which is the top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel, right? Which is all to get a stranger to become a paying customer, right? And the bottom of funnel, which is providing a world-class experience and optimizing and delegating so that you can scale up and sell a shit ton of cars. So anyways, let's start off with the top of funnel, okay? So one of the biggest things is Danny came to me because he's a sales expert. Motherfucker, I'm a marketing expert, okay? So what I did was I helped him get super dialed in with his own marketing message, okay? So Danny is a Hispanic from Venezuela, right? He is he just came to the States, like, I believe 4 or 5 years ago. So this guy's a true hustler, has an amazing mindset, and he's doing it for all of the right reasons. And what he told me was, basically, he's been stuck for the past 2 years at 40 sales a month, something like that. And what we did was we helped him build the top of funnel. So the whole point of the top of funnel is to get attention and get exposure to not only just anybody and everybody in his area, but the right people, right? So we got very, 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 very specific about the type of people that we wanted to go after, right? And so because Danny is Venezuelan, he very much resonates with the Latin market. So we got very specific about what is the transformation that he helps his clients go through, which is helping people that have just came to America establish their credit by purchasing a vehicle. And he's going to help them because he is Latin. He can speak the language. He speaks Spanish. And there's a lot of people that are having this problem because of how many people are coming to the States nowadays. And he's dialed in a process to, really get them, get their attention, the right people's attention. So we niche down, right? We niche down. We found a very specific type of people that he wants to serve. And then we used ads and we used reels to get exposure. Okay. So all we're doing with the top of funnel is to get them to take the next step, which is become a follower, aka an engager, somebody that has now seen our stuff, to the middle of funnel, which is to warm people up. Okay. So we're taking a stranger and now we're building a relationship with them. And now we've automated the process of building that relationship with them by creating content, right? And retargeting ads that allow them to basically get hit multiple times and get warmed up. Because here's the thing that people don't think about. People are always just going straight for the throat, right? Every dealership, every salesman out there is just going straight for the throat. This is why Danny is absolutely fucking crushing it as opposed to anybody else. And this is why nobody has this system or process, because everyone's going for that 3% in the market. Only 3% of the market is looking for a vehicle at any point in time, right? That's it. That's the only people that are looking for a car. But what you got to think about, right, is the other 97% of the market. And this is why we've been able to cultivate the other 97% of the market. That is his specific target audience. That is a minimum viable audience, right? So what we did here is we then put together, like I said, content. So once they engage with his page, they're now getting hit with content and retargeting ads to get warmed up, get more value, and they're building a relationship because now they see his stuff and they're like, oh, hey, actually, I'm not looking for a car right now, but eventually I will be. So people that are 6-12 months out from actually purchasing a vehicle are then, becoming a part of his pipeline. And now that he's getting a ton of engagement and he's building a following list, this is going to be an asset that's going to be valuable for the rest of his sales career, and that's going to allow him to grow and scale, right? And this is basically how you use social media to create a customer base online and always have a pool of people to go ahead and sell to that are very much loyal to you and that want to become customers for life. Okay, so the point of the middle of funnel is to warm up somebody that just is new to then become somebody that is a raving fan and then takes that next steps and becomes the lead. Okay, and so once they became a lead, right, they've had a conversation with Danny, right? And they've set an appointment which goes straight into his CRM, okay? So the CRM was very powerful, a very powerful tool to help him systematize what it looks like in a day-to-day basis on what he's supposed to be doing to actually be able to make those sales. So the CRM stacked up all of his appointments throughout the day because now he just walks in and just like, really goes through his entire list of appointments to actually knock out those sales. Because when you think about it, the other problem that Danny came to me with was the fact that he wasn't organized. Like, he was running around with a chicken, like a chicken with his head cut off, right? So what we did was we plugged in a consistent acquisition system to get new attention and to warm up that attention into a booked appointment. And then we organized his conversion mechanism, which is what I'm walking you guys through right now, which is the bottom of funnel, to actually convert that person into a sale, right? So I've systematized the process of then taking a warm lead to get them onto a calendar and into the dealership. And these guys are straight laydowns because they spent the time to actually go from a complete stranger to then getting to know his brand, getting to know, like, and trust him, and then eventually being able to reach out to him. So we had this rolling like for the past 3 months. So it started to compound, and it was starting to tick, and fucking took off. So that's what we had to do. Okay. So I'm going to walk you guys through the delivery aspect of it now. And then I'll walk you guys through the automation and the delegation aspect of it. So, you know, Danny, world-class sales professional, absolute killer, assassin on the box. You know, he gets deals wrapped up, people in the cars. So we got him in. He makes a sale, and then he delivers a world-class experience that allows him to, you know, have them become a customer for life. And then we've set up the CRM in a way where he manages his own customer base and gets referrals consistently, repeatably, and scalably, right? Because one person tells another person, and it's a virtuous cycle so that he can take that and start going back into it. So now that's the overview of the entire system that he has from a whole. So you guys can see he can systematically attract new customers, turn them into friends that then want to purchase a vehicle from him, and consistently do that. Because what we're doing is with our content and our ads, we're getting to the not only more people, but the right people that we actually want to do business with, right? So it's actually qualified people that has dream customers, paying the most money, want to do business with them, the most happy, and he's actually changing lives by selling them a vehicle. So what we're doing here is we're taking basically, like, we're predictably being able to turn $1 and, you know, he has the craziest ROAS, right? We see a 30x ROAS, and I'm just be transparent up front. This is not typical. You will probably not see this, but we turned $1 into $30. Like, I don't know where else you can make that type of returns other than your own business, right? So what we did was we spent $300 in a single week on his ads, and then he turned that into 10 sales, which racked him in $9K, right? So freaking 30x ROAS on his advertising spend, right? You guys can actually go watch that interview, go through the entire in-depth process if you want to see the specifics with everything he talked about, and you want to really understand his system, his beliefs, and what us helped him become successful. Because it's not just he's the right type of person that we like working with. He has the right mindset, believes he's a business owner, and actually set himself in a way to be able to grow, right? So it's really big for him, for sure. So yeah, we've automated the entire process of getting new people in through the door. And so this is how we're scaling, right? Scaling is a completely different game than just selling cars, right? So now that we're thinking about it and operating like a business owner, we've automated the process of getting new people into his funnel, right? So the ads and the reels are just doing the work for him every single day. Boom, we have new attention coming into the funnel, right? We have new people that are coming into the funnel automatically, and this is my magnet that we've helped him build, right? To help him generate leads consistently without him doing work, right? This is a machine to get eyeballs, right? So that's what we did with that. He's getting attention in consistently because the ads are just doing the work for him. They're very much specific, very clear, very targeted towards one person. So anyone who is Hispanic or Latin in his local community is going to be like, holy shit, Danny's the go-to guy. Nobody else is even doing this. And that's the whole other thing, right? Like, no other sales professional even has an understanding or can even comprehend what we're doing here. And this is what's separating Danny from everybody else and the 99.9% of the rest of the industry. So once we're getting their attention, then we've automated, right, the process of warming people up, right? So, the middle of the funnel is warming people up, right? We're getting a ton of people in through the door, right? Like a ton of people in through the door, and then they're getting warmed up consistently with his content. So he's just absolutely ripping him. So like consistently getting warmed up, getting retargeted, seeing his content, building that trust, building that relationship with him, so that they're getting incubated to then turn into an appointment, right? That shows up to the dealership, that then purchases, right? And then, you know, once they buy from him and they're super happy now, right? We have a process to then automate the process of getting referrals, right? Which get people back here, right? To then purchase a car from him again. And now his customer base and the word of mouth is spreading quadratically. I'll take you guys back to school real class because we're schooling you guys. Quadratically means it's exponential, right? So 2 turns into 4, 4 turns into 8, 8 turns into 16. You get my point, right? So that is so powerful. So this is why he's going to be the #1 sales professional in all of Toyota if we just keep doing what we're doing right now, consistently investing into ads, scalably taking his money, right? And then once he's making sales, reinvesting it back into the front end, right? So that we can get even more attention from the right people, right? So that's the powerful part. When he becomes the absolute monster and a beast that he is, because he has developed the right audience and he's consistently selling to those people for the rest of his life. They're sending their friends and family. They're super happy. And not only do they want to send their friends and family, they actually want to buy from him again and again and again and again. So it's, again, you guys are playing checkers, but we're playing chess, right? Because we're thinking about not only this month, but we're thinking about the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of his business, where then he has his repeats coming in, right, from the new people that he actually sells. So his customer base is just fucking going crazy. So anyways, this is the exact process that we've used, and this is why it's systematic. So let's talk about the delegation, right? So top of funnel is automated, and then the middle of funnel is automated to get people in through the door. Obviously, Danny doesn't have the time to actually be able to sit there and do all of his follow-up and everything like that. In the beginning, he was, but as soon as he was getting the lead flow that we wanted, and he was just absolutely swamped with sales and like delivering and doing all this other shit, we plugged in an appointment setter that would sit in his CRM and set all of his appointments every day, make sure that they're qualified, doing all the legwork, so that all Danny has to look at is a beautiful dusted calendar that has high quality people that will just want to come in, buy the car, make it super freaking easy, right? So that's all he has to do is show up, make deals, right? And then at some point when Danny got too crazy and hectic, and as you guys understand with after you sell the car, you guys have to do the paperwork, you guys have to deliver the car, etc., etc. You have to detail it, whatever you need to do, right? That's also taking time away. That's not, conducive towards actually making more sales. So what we did was then we hired an assistant to then delegate all that other work so that he can just focus more of his time back onto his actual customers. So the assistant was then, using his time, the time and their time to deliver cars and do all the other stuff, so that, again, Danny is just focusing on what he does best, which is selling, okay? So that is how you build a world-class system in car sales, and hiring the right team and managing the right people so that you can actually grow and scale thoroughly, right? So this is the process that we use, and this is why he's making so much money and why he's printing, because of this system right here that we've gotten super dialed in on, right? So you guys can start to see it's a virtuous cycle where even when he's sleeping, this shit's working for him, right? Where he's getting appointments set without having to do anything. He's getting new attention without having to do anything. He's getting people warmed up and accustomed to his brand without doing anything, because all he's doing now is creating content, right? Which is marketing material to warm up his customers even further, and then selling cars, which is the top 2 highest income producing things that you could possibly do as a sales professional. And now all we're going to do is just do more of that, right? So we've delegated the ads, we automated the ads, we automate the content, we delegated the post-production of the videos that he makes towards an editor. We delegated the appointment setting aspect of his system so that he can just look at a packed calendar. And then we've delegated part of the delivery and the world-class experience with an assistant where, he helps him. He's his right-hand man, helps him, do anything else he ever needs throughout the entire process as he's at that dealership. So as you guys can see, like, this is how you put yourself in a whole different league, and you're not even playing the same game anymore, because as you guys can see, he's not doing the same stuff that everybody else is doing at his dealership. So again, if you are doing the same things that your competition's doing, right, then you're going to get the same results as your competition. So anyways, guys, this is exactly the step-by-step process that we've used to really be able to dial everything in. So what I want to be very specific here with is I only work with people that are, doing at least 5 to 10K a month. So if you want my help, use my link down below to actually book in a time, and I'll see if you're qualified for what we do. Obviously, don't book in a call if you're not sold yet. Go watch my other content and then come back and book in a call. Or number two, if you are fat, poor, and ugly, right, and you're not actually thinking to invest into yourself, cool. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do for you there. And if you want to just keep doing sales training and thinking that what you're doing right now is going to get you to where you want to go, stay stuck, my friend. But anyways, appreciate you guys for watching. If you actually enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions. I'll feel happy to make a video on it or help you out specifically in the comments down below. But anyways, thank you for watching all the way to the end. I'll catch you guys in another video. Peace.